We've been working with watercolors for quite a while. These are the watercolor sets. This is one of the ones from our class, and you can see it's in really good shape. Whoever used this set was using watercolor very well. I told you from the start that we would be able to cover up some things, and we were going to use tempera paints to do that. This is a pint of tempera paint. It's poured from a gallon container, and I put it on a palette. This happens to be a see-through palette, but what I'm going to do, I'm not 100% happy with the contrast here. It just doesn't seem to stand out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this opaque white and I'm just going to cover it. Now it's possible that I might need to do 2 coats. Now one thing that isn't happening yet on this is we don't have a sense of depth, because I told you to focus on the background, the negative space, and you did that. So now the wire is going to need some work. So if you need to bring the wire back with some tempera paint, I'm going to give you some opportunities to do that in class. Here you thought we were done with these because I kept saying, oh, we're going to finish everything, but no, we didn't finish this yet. But I'll give you a chance to color it in. Now if you want to use multiple colors, that could be a problem because we have one set of paints and they're being used. But we can work something out. If you tell me what color you want, we'll work something out. Now I don't know if this is better or not. Work on that texture. But it does stand out a lot more. Now I use white because I think that if I want my colors to look really bright, a color like white really helps that to happen. If I wanted these to look really bright, a color like brown I don't think would. And it is good to have some white on your page. Now I do have white already because I used I'm not liking that texture. Every time you use paint, it leaves a texture. So you want to leave the texture that suits the project that you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that texture. Sometimes that means going in the same direction. Sometimes it means swirling. It all depends. Sometimes it means doing short strokes. Sometimes it means taking a sponge and watering it down a little bit. There's no one right or wrong answer for how to do the texture that fits the job at hand. Anyway, you don't need to see me do the rest of that, but I am going to do the rest of it, and then I'm going to show you how we can, some options for how we can get a sense of overlapping and depth, and add just a little bit, another layer of interest to this design that we started.